Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south. More specifically, we are currently in Fort Pierce, Florida, here on our US 1 buoy to buoy road trip. Believe it or not, it has been 1 month since we were at that northernmost buoy. We have been winding slowly down the Atlantic coast here on Route 1. A minor pit stop in Orlando for the Epic Universe grand opening ceremony, but we are back on Route 1. We are barreling towards Key West. Hope to get there within the next couple of days, but today we are just headed down the Atlantic coast of southern Florida on US 1, and I figure we stop here in Fort Pierce where they have a manatee observation center. I would love to see a manatee. I remember when we were up in Maine, the goal was we had to see a moose. Jen wanted to see a moose so bad. We had our eyes peeled. I think Jen said that her eyes were literally hurting from staring into the woods looking for a moose. But the moose of Florida is the manatee. Everyone that goes to Maine wants to see a moose. Everyone that comes to Florida wants to see a manatee. Now, it is not manatee season. It is not the normal time where manatees congregate. They usually congregate near shore in the colder weather. It is not colder weather. It is record-settingly hot. One of the days at Epic Universe was the hottest day in May in Florida ever in history. So the sweltering heat continues. So the manatees are probably out in the ocean frolicking where it's a little bit cooler. But I might as well stop and take our chance and see if we can maybe get a little peek of a manatee. So please follow me. Whether or not we see an actual manatee, we still have this cool manatee statue here overlooking traffic. Looks like he is paddling his way all the way up to the sky. They have a sign here right alongside the road. We carry manatee pajamas for women and children. So if a woman or a child is driving along here and they are seeking out manatee pajamas, they're like, bingo, we found the place. But without further ado, let's see if we can sneak a peek. All right, we've entered the exhibit hall here, where there is a lot of information about manatees. Oh, look at that. Look at that manatee right there. Okay, we want to be really quiet. Diego, the red rat snake, is digesting her meal. You see her over there in the log. Gotta be really quiet. Because if you start, it takes her 2 to 3 days to digest the food. If we startle her, then we run the risk of her barfing up the entire meal. So 2 or 3 days of work, all gone in one vomit. We got some happy seahorses swimming around there. Hey, horsey, giddy up. Oh, look at that. This is the manatee viewing area back in here. See these boat docks. Manatees tend to like to come into these little boat docks here. Unfortunately, it's often where they get hit by propellers. And I'm not seeing a lot of manatee action right now. There is a little observation tower here. Let's see if we can spot any manatees from up above. So it looks like this area is currently manatee free. Although I must say this would be an amazing spot. Up here. Oh, I saw a fish jump out of the water. That was interesting. But yeah, this would be a beautiful spot to watch manatees. Come out here sometime in the colder weather. Just imagine them all clustered here in this area, and it is just generally a pretty beautiful view here of the Indian River. Okay, well, I just got some bad news. I was supposed to pick up Jen from the airport this evening. She's supposed to be flying in late tonight. I'm supposed to pick her up in Miami. That is not going to happen. Jen was on her way to the airport, and she was in a car accident. She called me. She just called me, FaceTime with me. She had been mentioning the last couple days that the traffic had just been insane everywhere in town. It's Memorial Day weekend. You know, it's summer season. We live in a tourist area, so summers get busy. And she was on her way to the airport, had all her bags, all her suitcases packed up, ready to head to the airport and to fly out. Said it was kind of bumper to bumper traffic, and I guess at one point the person in front of her stopped suddenly. She was able to stop without hitting them, but then she got rear-ended 4 times, basically a pile-up. I'll show a picture here of what she sent me. So basically, yeah, she got hit at least 4 times from behind. The cars all piled up. When she was on the phone with me, there were still people trapped in their cars. Actually, during the phone call, the firemen showed up and started prying people out of their cars. She wasn't sure if anyone else had been hurt badly, but much to my relief, she appears to be not hurt. She was up walking around talking to me. You know, she didn't hit her head or anything like that. She said her neck was bothering her a little bit, and if you know, she's had an issue with her neck because this is so crazy. Like, we were flying out one time and someone fell on her on an airplane. Someone lost consciousness and fell on her head in an airplane and aggravated her neck. It had gotten to feeling better, but she feels like she did jar her neck. Sorry, it's just like I'm still processing this myself. You know, first I was panicked. I was like, oh, we gotta find a way to get you to the airport. We gotta find a way to get you here to Florida. And you know, she said that, like, that wasn't her. Obviously, that wasn't her concern right now. That her concern was just dealing with the situation at hand. I'm guessing the car is totaled, which is fine. You know, at this point, I'm still shook, but at this point, my strongest feeling is just relief and gratefulness that she wasn't hurt bad, that she wasn't hurt worse. I imagine she's probably going to be sore from this. Suffered 4 impacts in the back of her car, and she told me, this is really sad, but she told me, like, after she realized the first car hit her and then more cars were coming, she said she just closed her eyes and didn't know what was going to happen, didn't know if this was going to end her life or not. So I'm so grateful. I saw her on FaceTime. I got to see her face. Obviously she shook up, but you know, she's she made the decision to not go to the hospital at this point. It could change. Again, this is all evolving. I got off I'd still be on the phone with her. I got off because she was trying to get stuff out of her car, and I felt like I was just distracting her at that point. So I was like, okay, let me get off the phone and you can focus on getting all your stuff together. The car will be towed. We'll figure out a situation. We'll figure out a way to get her another car. You know, I'm not worried about any of that. We'll deal with that. It's not a big deal. I am very, very sad that she's not going to be able to. Well, I'm not going to say she's not going to be able to meet me, but she did say that she canceled her flight for tonight. She kept her return flight, just in case. She said that if she's feeling better tomorrow or tonight, there may be a chance she'll reschedule and meet up with me tomorrow. I don't know if that's realistic or not. I would love for her to be able to come here. She started this trip with me. I would love if she ended this trip with me, and just so bummed because I was so looking forward to taking her to Key West. And again, I'm so happy she's okay. I'm so happy she's not hurt. But look, at this point, the chances of her being able to meet up with us on this trip is probably low at this point. So I'll give you guys updates in these upcoming videos on what's going on with Jen. But I feel like I couldn't just go on with my day pretending like this didn't happen. So if I'm a little off, I'm a little shook, that's why. I don't know what else to do but to carry on at this point. Just keep going, keep traveling towards this othermost point. Obviously if something changes, if she needs me home, we'll figure that out. But as of right now, I think we're gonna head southward, and I'll give you guys any updates if any arise. But at this point, it appears she is okay. She's shook up. She has her autoimmune issues, so a lot of times incidents like this where she's startled or hurt can kind of aggravate everything. So that's I imagine she probably wants to spend some time in bed because of that. So we'll see what happens. I'm very sad right now. I'm pretty sad that she's not going to be here. But again, I only know, all I can think of is just carry on, and hopefully I can get back home and see her very soon. Stopped off here at the Shell Bazaar. It's really fun hunting for seashells on the beach, but sometimes it's really hard to find the good ones. So best to stop at a shell shop and grab a few interesting ones. And look at this giant conch shell here. It says the Shell Bazaar founded in 1953. See if we can hear the ocean in here. Oh, looks like you can actually climb inside the conch shell. I guess let's head in. It's a little cramped inside this conch shell. So this reminds me, every time I see a conch shell, it reminds me of Lord of the Flies. I read the book, saw the movie back in high school, I think. And the movie really upset me. It's about boys. They get stranded on an island, and then they become, they form their own society, and some of the boys are, become hungry and mad with power and evil. And there's a little chubby boy that they call Piggy, which is kind of a mean name. But Piggy says that they can only speak when they're trying to form like a government. That in order to speak, they have to be holding the conch shell. And then they end up throwing a rock in Piggy's face and killing him. It's really a really sad, horrifying movie. But every time I see a conch, that's what I think of. I hope no one tries to make a conch fritter out of me. I got this giant man-eating clamshell here as well. Let me see if I can put my head here. Oh yeah, look at that. This clam can clearly bite my head off. It's a shark mouth. Oh, look at that. There's another shark head above the door. Let's go take a look at some shells. Here are the bins of the shells. Let's see. These are scallops here. I don't know the name of all the different types of seashells. Although I do enjoy a good seashell. Definitely love finding it's a special feeling when you're walking along the beach and you find something that is immaculate. Well, these are sea urchins. Looks like they come in different sizes and colors. Oh, these are sand dollars here. I found a few of these on the beach once, but they ended up getting broken. Love the sand dollars. And they have the teeny tiny shells that are really fun to put your hands in, like a fresh bowl of M&Ms. And they don't have just shells here. They also have gator heads. That's actually a really big gator head here. $300 though. It's not a bad price for a gator head that size. Yeah, the size determines the price. The little ones are only $17 for the teeny tiny ones. And the conch shells are $16. I think that's a good price. I love the conch shells. Along Route 1 we have this old school McDonald sign. Definitely do not see these too often. You can see the old mascot up there, Speedy. He was their mascot before Ronald McDonald came along. It actually does say Speedy Service System. So I guess, you know, they bragged about how fast they could make your food back when fast food was still being introduced. And I think this is interesting too. It says over 115 billion sold. Now, I don't necessarily remember back when the signs looked like this, but when I was growing up, they actually had a ticker that showed how many billion were sold. And I remember at some point they gave up. They changed the signs to be permanent, where they said billions and billions served or something like that. This one stopped on a specific number, over 115 billion sold. I don't know if that was just the end tally they decided on, but yeah, the McDonald's all used to have a ticker. Hello, hey, how's it going? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, they knew who I was. Always crazy. Someone knows who I am. But yeah. Cool old McDonald's sign here. So I figured we're driving through beautiful southern Florida along the Atlantic coast, and I figured I should stop and see some of the natural beauty. So we stopped off here at Blowing Rock Preserve. We headed out to the beach. Right now we're walking through this beautiful grove of trees. And look at this. Look at that water. That is a pretty amazing shade of blue. And this is pretty unique as far as beaches I've been in Florida, because there's actually rocks along the shoreline here. Yeah, I guess depending on what time you come during the day, the water actually will wash up into the rocks. Looks like the tide might be a little bit down right now. Actually, let's walk down here into the lower part of the beach. I think I might need to take my shoes off here. Let me get into the ocean, or at least let my feet get into the ocean there. Ooh, still a little chilly. You can see all the plant life there floating in the water. See a lot of seashells collect here. Didn't buy any seashells at the shell shop earlier. See if we can find any good ones. I mean, a lot of just, oh, look at this. Look at that. Let's rinse that off in the water here. Okay, that's a pretty shell. Look at that. I've never been to a beach like this before. You can see the rock here, how it's been carved out by the waves over the years. Yeah, I love that color of blue. We're stuck down here, but there's no dry land now. Look at all those shells there under the water. Oh gosh, maybe I need to get out of here. Oh jeez, starting to panic a little bit. Oh, you can see right here, the water comes right up to the rocks. Oh, look at there. That is a entire crab. I don't think he's still alive, but we'll put him back where we found him. And see these rocks over here. We'll walk up this way. And you can see these holes here in the rocks. Wow, I've never seen anything like this before. It's incredibly unique. I came to the beach. Now suddenly I'm rock climbing. A little bit of a fat man squeeze here. The rocks just get bigger and bigger the further south we head. Okay, danger, danger. There's a little cave back in here. Oh, I'm getting splashed pretty bad. Oh man, I don't like this. Feels like the tide is coming in. Wait till the ocean dies down for a second, then I'll try to escape from here. So we can climb on this rock. Kind of waiting for my opportunity to cut across here. Waiting for the ocean to take a momentary break. Oh no, oh, that's a big wave right there. Oh my goodness, I need to get across here. Oh no. Ah! Oh, you see that? Okay, I escaped the water, climbed up the rocks here. Yeah, I think the waters are definitely coming in. Seem to be pushing harder and harder to get in as we walk down this way. Oh, I just made a brutal mistake. I walked out onto the dry sand and it absolutely scorched my feet. Burned so bad. Felt like I was running across a hot griddle. So I don't think I can. I was gonna walk back in the sand. I don't think I can. I think I gotta go back down into the water here where ow, I just cut my foot on a rock. This is more treacherous. This is beautiful and treacherous. You got rocks, you got the ocean trying to wash you out, and you got the boiling hot sand. That sand was so hot. I was literally panicking, running running as fast as I could back to the wet sand, and my feet still hurt. I hope I didn't actually cause any burns on the bottom of my feet. I think I should be okay, but I don't know if we can get down the beach any further at this point. That sand is just so hot. Beautiful though, isn't it? Yeah, I literally can't walk on the beach. It's too hot. I felt like a cartoon character. I was running when I realized my feet were hurting. I was started running, yelling, ow, 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 for a very long time. Very cartoonish. I'm gonna walk back through the waves here. Hopefully I don't get swept away. My goodness. Yeah, I'm getting a little soggy there. My phone, my batteries are in my pocket. And the water doesn't care. The water doesn't care if you have phones or batteries in your pocket. Yeah, I left my Crocs somewhere over here. Starting to get a little panicked, but here they are. Whew. I have proper footwear so I can get back to that that staircase. An absolutely beautiful beach. I've never seen anything like that. Although I must say, my recommendation was bring proper foot protection, because you're gonna be walking through hot sand, you're gonna be crawling on pointy rocks. So maybe some, water shoes or sandals at least. Okay, change this into some dry clothes, because much like Darth Vader, that iconic line in the Star Wars movies, I hate sand. Just don't like it on me. I'm okay when I'm on the beach, but once I leave the beach, I want all the sand to stay on the beach and not come with me. So there was bathrooms there, went and got cleaned off, put on a fresh shirt, some fresh pants, and I am ready to get back on that long, lonesome road. Also, I was able to talk to Jen a little more. She's back home. Some other people that were, so it was a wreck involving 8 different cars. It was, I guess, one person, from what Jen understood, one person tried to cut and smack someone that smacked into someone else that caused a chain reaction. Jen was able to stop before the person in front of her, but the car behind her smashed into her, and then all the cars smashed into the back of them. So it's still not out of the question that she's going to come meet up with me. There is a lot of issues making that difficult. She tried to, she filed her claim with insurance already. The car's obviously totaled. We're going to need a new car. But she was trying to get a rental car, and all the rental car places are closed until Tuesday because it is Memorial Day weekend. So, I told her, if she's up to it, she should come get on a plane and fly out, meet me tomorrow in Miami. She's just not sure if she's going to feel up to that at this point. She's worried. She's okay now, but with these things, sometimes you wake up the next morning and you're a lot more sore, and she just doesn't know if she is going to be ready to get on a plane tomorrow. So there is a chance she joins us here, but also, yeah, the issue of she can't get a rental car. Maybe I could find someone to get her to Charlotte. I'm not sure. I haven't asked anyone. So that's an issue of her actually being able to get to Charlotte tomorrow to get on a plane. Would be a problem because obviously she has no car and she can't get a rental car. I guess Tuesday is the earliest she would be able to potentially get a rental car. So I'm bummed out. I was really looking forward to seeing her tonight. But obviously I am very, very grateful that nothing happened to her, because again, we're talking about an 8-car pileup here, that she was able to get out of. She said every door of the car, all these 3 doors The passenger side and the 2 back doors were all smashed. So they were smashed shut. And the only part of the car that wasn't like damaged was her door right here. So she was able to hop out of the car, get out of the car. There was other people that were trapped in their cars until the firemen came and let them out. Some of the people that were in a different car had someone picking them up, so they offered Jen a ride back to the house because she was still relatively close to home when this happened. So yeah, I'm trying to proceed here, but I got worries about Jen. I hate that she's going through this, and I hate that this happened to her, and I hate that this is possibly going to impact her being able to come out to Florida to see the end of this trip. But that's where we are. Again, just relieved she's okay. She didn't feel like she needed to go to the hospital, but she feels like she might be sore, so she may need to just lay in bed a few days. Again, with when you have like immune issues like she does, like lupus, sometimes something goes wrong like this, and it just kind of causes your whole body just to feel bad. It just kind of affects everything. So she's miraculously feeling better. I hope she can get on a plane. I hope she feels miraculously better, and I hope she gets on a plane tomorrow. But there's a lot of factors that would need to be dealt with to make that possible. So let's get back on that long, lonesome road. So I've stopped here at an attraction known as Lion Country Safari. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have a lot of time here. It is 4:26. I showed up online on Google. It says they're open until 5:30, and then I showed up and it said that last entry is at 4:30. So I made it in for the last entry, but they told me I'm not going to be able to see the whole park. I've been wanting to come here a while. There used to be a chain of these. I know there was one in Atlanta, Georgia, at one point. And I remember my grandma, we're going through my grandma's photos, and I found a picture of them at African Lion Safari. I'm not sure. It might have been this one, or it might have been the one in Atlanta. I'm not sure. But in the picture, they were there was just like lions laying in the road, just piles and piles of lions. So I don't know what we'll see here today. Maybe we'll see a lion or two. But yeah, without further ado, we need to get through this safari. Okay, they didn't give me any food to feed the lions, so we'll just head in here. Oh man, it's starting to rain. Never mind. Okay. All right, I'll just go in. We'll see if there's lions. Lions probably don't like the rain, but cruise on through the safari here. They said we had to keep our windows rolled up. So it looks like some alpacas there. Have you alpacas seen these lions? I want to see these lions. Okay. Oh, that guy's missing a antler or horn. I see an ostrich. Hey, ostrich. And there's something up here. Okay, so he has like his food laid out here. Hey there, what are you? Oh. Got this crossing here. Hey, big guy. Yeah, pretty quiet out here on the savannah, because I guess I showed up too late. I still get to see a few animals out here. Oh, you gotta go slow. I don't know what animals these are. I guess I should be listening. They have an audio tour on here that tells you what everything is. Oh, okay. And they actually have a guide here that I didn't look at Well, let's see. What's that right there? It's got stripes. It's got horns. It is a... Oh, I think that's an Eastern bongo is what we're looking at. Okay, so you can go forward to go to the lion exhibit, or skip the lion exhibit and go this way. Why would you come to African Lion Safari and skip the lion exhibit? Let's go see these lions. Oh, there are indeed some lions back in there. They do have this fence separating us from the lions, which I guess there's no arguing with that. That's a good idea. But I do remember my grandma's old photos. The lions were like laying on the cars and laying all over the road. Like there was just like look ahead and there'd be like 12 lions sleeping in the road, which is probably not best way to do things. So I guess having the fence is a lot better of an idea, but you know, it takes away a little bit of the feeling of danger. It's the feeling of danger caused by the fact that it probably actually is dangerous to have people mingling with lions in their cars. You know, someone could run over a lion could jump on your car and eat you through your sunroof. Here we go. We can drive right up here. Oh, look at that lion is looking at me. Got looked at by a lion. Look, there's two male lions in there with their big manes. You know, normally the males don't necessarily get along, but these two look like they're total bros. Hey, lion. Oh, they're adorable. Hey. Oh, look at them. Okay, got some lady lions over here. Group of females. Let's zoom in there and oh, look at that big lion yawn. Oh, is yawning contagious for lions? Is other one going to yawn too? They're hot today because today is hot. I'm sure it's hot where they're from in Africa, but it's especially hot here today in Florida. Here's some water buffalo. Now, technically, these are actual buffalo. The animals known as bison that we see in America, technically not related to them, but I think the name, when they saw, you know, when explorers from Europe saw the bison in America, they didn't have much to compare them to, so assumed they must be related to these guys because of the similar looks. So I think it's colloquially okay to call the American bison the buffalo. It's just a name that's been used so much that it's just stuck. But if you want to get scientific and technical, these are what buffalo are. And the ones in America are technically bison. We got a whole field here full of oryxes. They're all grazing. Oh, there's an ostrich. Ostrich right there. Where are you going, ostrich? Oh, here's some more ostriches. Hey there. Hey, guys. Oh, what are you doing? What? Don't. Why is he making like a biting motion at me? Don't. Hey. Oh, why is he doing that? He's pretending like he's eating my car. Listen, I don't know if you should be doing that. I don't know if you're strong enough to break the glass, but it's making me very nervous. Oh, hey, how are you? You guys are cool. Oh, that one just gave a little tiny peck. Why do you do this? Hey, quit peeking in my back window. All right, guys. I feel like I should not be engaging in this window pecking. So I will. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that's enough window pecking for now. But thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you. I don't understand your culture, but I appreciate it. So, goodbye. Oh no. What's this ostrich doing? Okay, he's just crossing the road. He's not gonna peck me. Or is he? Hey? Okay, no. He's not interested in that sort of thing. Well, there's a herd of wildebeest up here. You're not allowed to feed them, but they do put food out near the road. So they will come up. You come up where you can get a good look at them. There's a lot of wildebeest here. Okay, this is pretty cute. We have little tiny baby wildebeest calves down there. You see them? On the ground. Little baby wildebeests. Little baby beasts. This one up here just stood out, little baby beast. Little tiny fellows here. So I was just cruising along here in a fairly empty patch, but it looks like suddenly there is a big traffic jam up here. Uh-oh. Oh dear. I see what's holding up traffic. Okay, the reason that the traffic had slowed down is because there was a rhinoceros in the road. Look at this. I don't think I've ever been in a car safari that actually had rhinoceroses. Look at them back there. Big giant rhinoceroses. We also got quite a few zebra up here. And remember, zebras don't wear saddles. Yeah, look at this zebra here. Hey, Zebes. What's up? Love your stripes. Yeah, there's a ton of zebras. Ton of rhinoceroses. Yeah, the rhinos are a little further back, but I did see one that was actually crossing the road when we were back there. Big rhino there. What do these zebras want? Why are they just standing here? Are you just friendly zebras? Zebras are wild and unpredictable. You gotta be careful. Hey, just a couple of zebras hanging out. Nothing funny. Hey, you guys. I wish I could pet them. I wish I could roll the one. I wish I could feed them. I think they wish I could feed them too. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Oh, I gotta get a good look at the rhino over here. Look at that rhino. Just imagine if he wanted to gore my car. I would have nothing. There's nothing I could do to stop it. Man. This part's pretty cool. This is an island of chimpanzees over here. I don't see any, though. Yeah, they have a moat, I guess, so the chimpanzees can't get to the cars. You really don't want to be unsecured around chimpanzees. They're terrifying. See, there's a chimpanzee up there on the roof of that structure. Maybe the chimpanzees are kind of chilling out right now. I think I see one over there in that tree house. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, see him climbing up the ladder there? There he is. Oh, there's giraffes over here. Hey, giraffes, come over here and hang out. There's a lot of giraffes. Like, look how many giraffes there are. You know, most zoos have just like a couple giraffes. This is like an army, a virtual army of giraffes. Now they said we probably wouldn't have time, but this is the walkthrough area. Let's just head through here and see if we can get a few peeks at some animals. Some beautiful Florida pink flamingos over here. They're like the giraffes of the bird world. Oh, I got some more lovely birds over here. Can you macaws talk? Can you talk? It's okay if you don't feel like it. Does look like they have some rides back here. Have a kind of an elephant flying machine. Well, it looks like it's got elephants and dragons. The carousel looks like it's not open either. It said closed due to weather. So it was a little bit of sprinkles here, so maybe they had a little bit of more rain earlier. Of course, you come to Lion Country Safari, you're going to want to ride a lion. A couple lions here. Looks like a lot of horses as well. Oh, they have some extinct animals over here. They have these cave bears. Oh, look at this. You don't want to mess with a cave bear. The baby cave bear is pretty cute. Mama cave bear, daddy cave bear. Yeah, you don't want to mess with these three bears. Oh, they have a whole little like prehistoric section back here. It says, warning, stay away from the water. Alligators and snakes may be present. Also, moasauruses. You gotta watch out for them too. This is a Scolosaurus, as it's called. Oh, there's like a saber-toothed cat back there. A predecessor to the lion. They've actually got him behind this electric fence. Yeah, there's a Smilodon there. And boy, does he have a smile. So here's an exhibit on contraband items made out of endangered animals. So what we have here, oh no, sea turtle skin boot. These are crocodile skin boots, python boots, caiman boots. These are all, yeah, items made from the skin of endangered animals. See the crocodile skin back there, the sea turtle shell. Apparently make lotion out of sea turtles. It seems like there's so many better things to make lotion out of. Here we have a caiman turned into an ashtray. He's holding an ashtray there. There's a purse made out of a crocodile. Now, I'm not against using animal products. You know, I eat meat. You know, you use other parts of the animal to make other things, but you definitely want to stay away from anything endangered or anything threatened. You know, you don't want to contribute to a species just not being there anymore. There's a leopard skin. It says that they are targeted by poachers. There's a macaque monkey skull curio. It's like a decorated monkey skull there. A wallet made out of elephants. Rhinoceros horn T-balls. Man, this is depressing. I see all these animals out in the safari. Now you see them all turned into boots and wallets. Some animal bones here. I do think that giraffes have the most insane looking skulls. They literally look like demon skulls, but giraffes are actually, you know, not demonic. You see the rhino skulls. We saw some rhinos out there. That's what the inside of their head looks like. Yeah, this is basically the bone safari here. You get to see all the live animals. Then you get to see their skulls. There's a lion skull. Smaller than I would think, honestly. There's an ostrich skull, one of the ones that was pecking on my window. Back here you can see some giant tortoises. What are you tortoises doing over here just laying around? The life of a tortoise. It's the alligator enclosure. See one right down there hiding. Then one a little further out that way. And the train ride here is closed due to weather as well. So I guess just a little tiny train ride. Just takes you in that little circle. A relaxing circular train ride. We have the Battle of the Beasts here. American alligator versus Burmese python. The big python skeleton there. And this is a battle taking place in the Everglades, not too far from here, where the snakes are an invasive species. The alligators is their natural habitat. And the two are at battle at who's the apex predator. I remember seeing the picture that kind of shows that the battle ends in a tie, because I saw a picture where a Burmese python had swallowed an alligator, and then the Burmese python's stomach exploded as the alligator fought its way out. So technically that's a tie. Not good for anyone really, though. Oh, this alligator over here heard me talking. Heard me talking about alligators. He heard the word alligator and he was interested. And we have a safari maze, and normally I would make my way through the maze here, but you know, Lion Country Safari closes down pretty soon here. I don't want to get lost in the maze and end up having to spend the night here amongst the lions. It looks like this right here has become a photo op. Just a teeny tiny little train here. Toot, toot. Oh, this cage here is full of tiny monkeys. Oh, there's a tiny monkey right there. What's he doing? He's found a pine cone that he's interested in. Oh, there we go. Another monkey. Another monkey up there. They're really, really tiny. Yeah. Oh! He's diving up there. So that was Lion Country Safari. No lions sprawled on the road. That's what I had in my head from my grandma's pictures. But again, it is probably much safer for the lions, for the people, to create a little extra barrier there. Really impressive, though, to be able to drive with the giraffes walking freely, the rhinoceroses, the zebras walking freely. Really cool experience here. That's a little different than any other drive-through safari park that I've been through in my travels. And I pretty much got to see everything. The lady at the front warned me that likely I would not get a chance to see the walkthrough section, but I got a chance to see it, and I did. I showed up. Like about 4:30, which is about when they let I think she was just accounting for if I wanted to spend more time in the safari area watching the animals, then I probably wouldn't have had time to go through the walkthrough area. But I was able to pretty much squeak everything in. I was planning on being here earlier, but just with what happened with Jen this morning, just slowed me down. And I do apologize if I'm feeling off, or if I don't seem like myself. I'm shook up. I'm shook up by what happened. I'm very sad that I don't get to see her tonight. She's home. She's resting right now, and she did say that she filmed a video talking about what happened. So if you want to go to her, she's probably a better source. If you want to know what happened, she's probably a way better source than me, because she experienced it firsthand. So go over. Jenny Penny on YouTube is the name of her channel. If you want to go to Jenny Penny, she'll have the details there of what happened, and that video should be out. It should be out right now. She said she would put it out this morning, or I guess tomorrow morning, with the same time I'm planning on putting this out. So if everything happens that way, then it should be out right now if you guys want to go check it out. But it is time to continue down that long, lonesome road. We have stopped off here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right here along Route US 1. We're going to get some dinner here at Mai-Kai restaurant. Now this place is amazing. Just right here off of US 1 you have this waterfall, the flaming tiki torches, that wonderful building there. Back here on the rocks, all these little tikis. There's a very long line here to get in, so I figure maybe we will head over to the tiki bar first. Yeah, this is the Bora Bora bar here. See the tikis, the tiki garden here with the flaming torches. This place is pretty impressive. Look at these trees here, these Florida trees. Look at that, a beautiful Mai-Tai there. Look at all that mint in there. That's a little pineapple. And a toast to the memory of the great Captain Steve. There's a little bit of powdered sugar on top of everything. That's kind of interesting. It's been one of those days, my friends. So the long line over here was to get into the show. They do a Polynesian show nightly, but I just wanted to get some food, so I think we're going to head in this door. So it is pretty amazing in here. Just look at this place. Love the colors, the lights. Look at this. The old ship here. The hammerhead shark. There's even some outdoor gardens back here. Waterfalls. More little tikis. And then this big tiki here, this is King Kai. They told me to just find myself a seat here in the Molokai bar. Yeah, I found myself a seat over here by the window. Look at these windows. It's like a stream of water running over it. I think I might go ahead and try the poo-poo platter here. Looks pretty good. A variety of different delicious items. So my poo-poo platter has arrived. This is, it's got crab rangoon, it's got Tahitian cheese tangs, I should get for those, Shanghai chicken satay, and the egg roll. So let's try this. Got some dipping sauces here as well. All right, let's try the cheese. I don't know, is that mustard? Ooh, some spicy mustard. That's really good. And mustard was really good. For the brown sauce. So, barbecue sauce there. We'll try the third sauce there, the red sauce. That's interesting. That's really good cheese. I think this is chicken of some sort wrapped in bacon. Try that with the barbecue sauce. Try the egg roll there in a spicy mustard. Really good. Finally, a little bit of that crab rangoon. So I was still a little hungry, so I went for some pork ribs here. These look pretty tasty. Okay, let's try these ribs here. That's good. It's crispy. That tangy barbecue sauce. This is the same barbecue sauce they gave us for dipping before. Yeah, that's really good. So a wonderful Polynesian dinner here at the Mai-Kai. And they do have a gift shop here, the Mai-Kai Trading Company. See a wide variety of different tiki mugs for sale. Some fun t-shirts here. Oh look, this is a t-shirt specifically, a t-shirt for the gift shop specifically, not the restaurant, but the gift shop. Mai-Kai gift shop. And there's a shirt for the Mai-Kai bar. That's where I sat and ate my dinner.
Welcome, Mai-Kai.
Oh, my chariot awaits. Valet parking. Not used to eating at places with valet parking. Got checked in to my room here in Miami, Florida, with a wonderful picture of some English red phone booths on the wall. I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you guys, because I appreciate you guys so much. I'll give you complete honesty. It's been a rough day. It's been a rough day. You know, we had some fun. We traveled US1. We saw some beautiful. We saw a beautiful beach today. I'm trying to stay positive here. We saw a beautiful beach of rocks. We saw some lions. We saw some rhinoceroses. There's still a bunch of ostrich saliva stuck to the outside of my car. So we had good times today. But you know what? Sometimes, usually it's not hard to stay positive out here on the road. I am a absolutely 100% blessed individual. The fact that I get to do this for a living, that I was able to make a career out of traveling to all these fun places, to have all these experiences that not everyone gets an opportunity to have. I am absolutely 100% lucky to be able to do that. But even for someone as lucky and as fortunate as I am, sometimes there's rough days. Sometimes there's rough days, and today was a little bit of a rough day. Hearing the news from Jen, I was very, very shooken up. Obviously, Jen, it really, really sucks what she had to go through. To know that someone I cared about, feared for their life, that now they're on their way to come to Miami to visit with me, and now she's back home. Still shooken up as anyone would be before this. After that experience, I want her here with me. Doesn't look like that's going to be possible. Just because of the logistics of everything, just being able to get her here by tomorrow evening, probably not a good possibility that's going to happen. I think she's not sure at this point if, with what she's been through, physically, that it's best to fly her to travel at this point. So I only know one direction, and that's forward. I try to keep moving forward. I'm still trying to kind of just, like, when I got that call, it was early in the morning. When I saw that phone, Jen calling, and maybe I do this every time that Jen calls during the day, or that my daughter calls during the day, that, like, oh, something might be wrong. And anytime Jen calls, anytime my daughter calls, anytime my son calls, I always, answer the phone right away, because in my head a million bad things are happening, and Jen told me she was in a bad car accident. Fortunately, bad in the sense that 8 cars were damaged, there was a lot of wreckage. Good in the fact that she was not seriously injured. I think she's a little sore right now, but it appears right now she wasn't hurt, and you know, she could have been killed. Like, she could have been killed, and yeah, I'm having a hard time. I was hoping after this long trip, 30 days on the road, I was hoping to be able to spend some time in Key West with Jen, but that's not how it worked out, and it's one of those things. It's going to happen. It's the nature of the road. Problems come, and we work through them, we work past them, we work forward, and you know, we'll work forward with this. You know, I intend on finishing this road trip, and then I plan on going home. I haven't been home since March 13th. I miss home. I miss Jen. I want nothing more than her to be here with me for this last bit of the trip. But, you know, it's just not going to... Things just don't always work out how you want them to do, how you want them to. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's you know, just the processing, the up and down, the roller coaster. Something bad happened, but she's not hurt. But, you know, there's all these other things happening. And you gotta start looking for a car, getting a rental car. In the meantime, insurance, just all these things to worry about. The most important thing, though, is that she is okay. I'm fine. I will be fine. But it's been a rough day. I've been trying to move forward, trying to do fun things, and I had a fun time. I had a good time being able to still be out here, still visiting cool places. But man, it was a little bit rough of a day. So I'm going to get rested. I think tomorrow we're going to spend the day here in Miami, and then we will move on to the final bit of Route 1, final bit of the buoy to buoy road trip as we travel to Key West to reach that other buoy. If you guys want to help out the channel, you know the things there are: Patreon, souvenir shop, Cameo. All those things really help. I appreciate everyone that participates in any of those things. It really helps me be out here, and it helps me to keep going forward and to keep making these videos and to be able to deal with situations financially like the one today. You know, thanks to you guys, I'm not destitute. I'm not screwed. I will be okay. But I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone involved in any of those things. Thank you to those of you who watch the videos and support it through your views. It allows me to do this, and it allows me to make my way through bad situations like this and keep making this content. You know, I'll give you guys updates, what I hear in these videos. But just right now, you know, Jen's pretty sore. She's shook up, and you know, just it takes a while for her to process it. So I encourage you. She made a video. You can hear from her own mouth, you know, what she went through today. Jenny Penny at YouTube. But until tomorrow, this one is in the bag.